Hi everybody, this is Sarah from Serenity. Long time no talk to. In today's video, I'm going to talk a bit about your astrology, Capricorn, for July, as well as include an intuitive tarot reading for you. I will be using the Animal Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Rayleigh Valentine. I actually did a review of this deck and will post a link to it if you want to know more. And also be sure to watch to the end. I'll be pulling an Ascended Master card too to give you some extra guidance for July. First up, I do want to apologize for not doing monthly readings for you for some time. With everything going on, I haven't really been in the best place, and the energy has been, well, crazy for everyone. So hopefully soon we'll get back on track. So yes, that's a hint that there's some good news coming for you, Capricorn. So while this reading is for Capricorn Natives, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, that being said, there are thousands and thousands of Capricorns out there facing different life lessons and challenges. And because of that, this reading may not resonate with everyone. And that's okay. If it doesn't resonate with you, please just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Okay, Capricorn, let's dive right in. I'm going to discuss the astrology for July while I shuffle the cards. Remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde. I have a video about that. I'll link it up here too. Okay, that being said, we have also an eclipse and some other things happening. But overall, July could be a very amazing month for you. It's probably going to be another month of radical change. Well, let me rephrase that. You're already in the midst of changing. And with the added help of the lunar eclipse on July 4th or 5th, depending on where you are in the world, and the movement of Jupiter, these changes are becoming much more pronounced. What you liked, what you wished for, and even what you thought was important now kind of feels rather blasé, yeah? You are growing and maturing in your taste, how you wish to experience the world, what your definition of success is. You're changing on so many levels also that this transformation is also including your personal behavior and also your choices in relationships. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not likely to put up with rude, thoughtless people anyway. No, you didn't relish that before because, Capricorn doesn't like foolish people that waste their time. They're all about moving forward, getting things done, finishing projects, very much analytical too. So craziness, buffoons, people that just waste your time, you really don't have time for. But occasionally when you have to work with these people or when they're in your family unit, you pretty much just ignore it and kind of go with the flow. Well, that is changing now. You are valuing your peace of mind much more. And because of that, you don't have time for this pointless drama. You've realized that negativity and drama block your blessings and they stop success from flowing and they just take up too much time and too much energy. And because of that, in July, you're likely to release negative and pessimistic people from your inner circle. You are a realist by nature, and you often grasp the bigger picture before your friends or family members do. And because of that, you have been a little bit more sympathetic in just watching other people's stories play out. You haven't really gotten involved with them because you know they're not going to listen to you anyway. But now you're at this new phase in your life where you're setting new, powerful goals to reflect this new you, this new personal growth. And because of that, you may be more at odds with your family and friends. They may not understand, for instance, why you're leaving an established career to learn something new or to start a new business. They may be trying to tell you, it's not logical, it's not practical. And you being very logical and very practical would not just jump out there without a plan. And for some reason, they just can't seem to grasp that. So yeah, that's going on. But the good news is that you can still finish out 2020 as a success. But you will have to make some adjustments, which you're already doing, but things are shifting for you, Capricorn. Okay, so one of these adjustments that I was talking about actually concerns your romantic relationships. They are probably going to undergo a major overhaul this summer, and this could be unpleasant, but the changes will ultimately be for the better. The positive and balanced romantic relationships that you're already in could become more secure as the Sun and Mercury are quite favorable for married life. So if things are going okay and you're pretty much in a balanced relationship, then things will just continue on as they are or even get better. But if you've been arguing and things have kind of gotten out of balance and maybe you know that it's coming close to an end, then yeah, it's quite possible, thanks to Mars, that the problems in the relationship will be highlighted. Personal flaws, misunderstandings, and miscommunications also will be highlighted in July, which could push you towards a possible breakup. And that ultimately will be the best, but at the time it may not feel like it. If you are a single Capricorn, July brings many unexpected opportunities for you to enter into romantic relationships. And I know with the pandemic raging and things are opening and closing, borders are opening and closing, people are traveling and then people are not traveling, this kind of seems at odds, doesn't it? But these are unexpected opportunities. So how do you prepare for that? You don't, you just be open to it, okay? Financially, your wealth forecast looks very good for most of the month. After the 22nd, things will kind of slow down a little bit and you're actually going to have to make an effort to make money. But prior to the 22nd, it looks like the money is just going to roll in and you'll be fine. You should avoid loaning people money though in July. You're normally pretty frugal with your money, but lately with Venus active, you've been more about spending than usual and you've been more about maybe expressing your feelings with gifts or flowers or things like that, things to cheer up your friends or your partner. And that's great. That's great. I mean, you haven't cleaned out the bank to do it, so that's fine. But that will probably taper off in July, and then you'll soon slow down on all your spending too. Okay, so overall, the astrology looks very promising. So yeah, let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, I'm going to draw the cards now. So I'm going to ask these questions. What are you bringing forward into July? What will be your biggest obstacle? How will the people around you affect you in July? And what is the most likely outcome? Then we'll discuss those, and then I will draw the Ascended Master card. So, okay. Interesting, interesting. Looking at all these cards, we can see there are no major cards. All are from the 4 suits in this deck, which are winter, spring, summer, and autumn. So everything that's happening is within your own grasp or within your own hands. It's not like it's past life karma or divine intervention or divine change, okay? We're also seeing that they're all related to flight, which is interesting. 2 birds and 2 flying insects. We can read this as you're changing and evolving and the transformation is almost complete, and then soon you'll be ready to fly. All of these cards are actually very positive too. So let's begin. What are you bringing forward into July? And this is the 5 of summer, the dragonfly. The dragonfly in this tarot deck signifies your ability to change. And well, change is part of life. Change happens because challenges happen. So this card is asking you how you've changed due to these challenges. And it's important to see the challenges, of course, but it's also important to see how you handle these changes, because how you handle the challenges can shape your future. You have changed dramatically in 2020. You no longer perceive things in good, bad, negative, positive light. It's not an all or nothing. You're starting to find a new balance. And you no longer feel that negative experiences are just part of life and you just have to accept them. Your outlook on life has changed dramatically, and you're bringing in this new perception into July. Your ability to change, your ability to embrace change is what you're bringing forward, which is a really positive attribute. Dragonflies are remarkable insects, and if you want to know more about them, I have a video on the symbolism of dragonflies, and I'll link it here and of course in the description box below. Okay, so that sounded pretty positive. What is your biggest obstacle for July? It is the 8 of spring, which is the bee. It looks like your biggest obstacle in July will be being too busy. Yeah. committing to too many projects and having too many irons in the fire, as they say. This card signifies stress from having too many things happening at once. The good news is those projects are all part of your passion, and they're all projects you love and are excited to commit to. But unfortunately, you're not going to be able to pull them all off. So better to fully commit to 2 this month and give them your all. Totally focus on them, right? If you remember the forecast for 2020, I did in the Year of the Rat video, and I'll link it if you haven't seen it. It reads a little bit different now that we're in June. Some of the things that didn't make sense when I recorded it a year ago, people weren't really happy with it, but now that we're 6 months into it, you can watch it and see that it does make a lot more sense. That was a big theme for the Year of the Rat, which is what we're in now. Amazing opportunities, but all with very short windows and all pretty much coming in at the same time. So it's an overwhelm, an overload of good, positive things. Oh, poor Capricorn. So, okay, if you have the opportunity to begin now, I would suggest that you decide what you really, really want to do and hold on to that, so that when these opportunities do begin flooding in, that you can look at them realistically. Okay, these are 8 things you definitely want to do, but you know you can only do 3 of them. You can't, start a podcast, start a YouTube channel, open a business, become a master chef, learn 6 languages. Probably can't do all of that in July, even though you have great opportunity to do those things. Pick the top 3. And then once you know what those top 3 things are, it will be much easier to see if you can negotiate maybe something for September even. But if that doesn't work and it's, a small window and they're gone, that's okay. Just pick the top 3 so you won't become so stressed out and overwhelmed. Having too many blessings and wonderful opportunities is your obstacle. And that's a nice change, isn't it? But yes, you will need to hold back and not commit to everything in July. Okay, the next card is, how do people around you affect you? And this is a question I've been doing in all of the July readings, and some people have asked, why? Why is this important? And actually, it is very important because the people around us, our network, our family, our friends, are our support network, generally affect us much more than we give them credit for. When things are going well and we have supportive people that cheer us on, it's just that much better. And when things are going bad and we have people that are negative or pessimistic, it can be just that much worse. For you, July looks like the people around you will be, for the most part, supportive. Card for this is the Queen of Summer, the Swan, which is another bird, right? So we've had 2 insects and we have 2 birds. So this is the first of the 2 bird cards. So this card is associated with trusting your intuition. If people around you are saying one thing and yet you feel they have another motive, you're probably correct. In July, especially, people will be drawn to you, and this could cause a bit of mental exhaustion. You're always ready to help people and be of service, don't get me wrong, you are. But there's some situations, Capricorn, you cannot fix. So be that friend and listen, but don't take on other people's problems, or else you're likely to become stressed and exhausted. So the people around you will be seeking you out for advice, and they may also be seeking you out for loans. So just be aware of that. It's not the time to loan money. Do what you can, of course, to help them, but don't take on their problems, especially if they're not actually at the point of listening to advice. If all they're wanting to do is vent, then there's really not much you can say or do that will help the situation. Okay, so the most likely outcome if you stay on your current path, and this is the 8 of Autumn, the parrot. So this is the second of the 2 bird cards. You, dear Capricorn, like the parrot, have that inner ability to learn. This card is about getting the fact, learning, moving forward, and becoming successful. You're headed towards success, dear Capricorn. Yeah! If you're thinking of starting a new career, find a job where those skills are taught and you will excel. You have the ability now to move forward rapidly. You crave new experiences, and I know you can feel that success is within your grasp. Just keep doing what you're doing, learn, explore, and continue to study about your chosen field. Begin those long-term projects, and soon you will be receiving the pay you deserve and the recognition. Success is right there. It may not come to fruition by the end of July, but by the end of the year, definitely things will look a lot different. So to recap, July looks great for you, Capricorn. We have a strong romantic relationship. We have new random meetings if you're not already in a relationship starting up. We have your obstacle being, too many wonderful opportunities. Overall, your values are changing and you're craving like-minded people and less drama in your life. So you're finding ways to work more efficiently and more profitable too, and you're committing now to your passion, maybe not so much what other people would suggest that you do, where your passion is leading you. You're doing the research and soon you'll receive the pay and rewards you deserve in your chosen field. So wow, Capricorn, this is a very uplifting and dramatic time for you. And you know what? It's about damn time, right? Things have been rough, but yeah, all that hard work is about to pay off. Okay, now, so let's draw the card for the Ascended Master. Oh, nice, nice. This card signifies you will benefit from working with crystals. This Ascended Master is the fairy queen goddess who oversees and protects horses, by the way, and she highlights the value of connecting to nature, the natural world, and the mineral kingdom. Whether you have a Reiki session with gemstones and crystals, build grids, or wear and carry crystals with you, the energy of the stones will help you. You can also add crystals to your bathtub or place them on your nightstand. So why not explore the world of crystals in July? There's a crystal for just about any situation or any perceived problem. So there's a world of information out there on crystals, and I even actually have a couple of videos too, and I'll link them below as well. So overall, Capricorn, oh my gosh, this is a big turning point for you. Things are finally going to start taking off. So keep doing what you're doing, stay positive, and be prepared for major opportunities to land. I hope you found this little mini reading helpful. If so, please like it and share it with other Capricorns. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Serenity family. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.